English Studies lesson today, our focus will be on auxiliary verbs. Yes, I know you know what verbs are. So today, we will be looking at auxiliary verbs. You are eager? Yes, we are going into the topic, but first, let's have the correction to our homework. You were asked to choose from the given words, the words that best describe relationship. Don't forget that our last topic was analogies. That is correct too. Auntie Fumi got the 5 correctly. What about you? Are you sure? Then I must celebrate you with a chair. Well done. Now to the learning objective for today. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify auxiliary verbs. Not only that, you should also be able to use auxiliary verbs correctly in a sentence. Now, let's go into the lesson. What are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. They are what? Yes, helping verbs. They help other verbs in both affirmative and negative sentences. Auxiliary verbs help other verbs. You know what verbs are? Action words, yes. They help other verbs in both affirmative and negative sentences. They are not used alone in sentences, but they can be used to ask questions. You don't use auxiliary verbs alone in sentences, but you can use them to do what? To ask questions. We have 2 types of auxiliaries. We have the primary auxiliaries and we have the modal auxiliaries or modal verbs. We have the primary auxiliaries and we have the modal verbs or modal auxiliaries. What are primary auxiliaries? These are used with other verbs. We use them with other verbs to show tense and number in sentences. We use primary auxiliaries to do what? We use them with other verbs to show tense and number in sentences. Look at examples of primary auxiliaries. We're going to read them together. Are we ready? Let's go. Be, am, is, was, are, were, been, has, have, having, had, do, does, doing, did, and what? Done. Well done. Those are examples of primary auxiliaries. We're going to take them one after the other, starting with am. A-M, am. Am as a primary auxiliary is used with I, letter I, to help other verbs in the present continuous tense. That is when we're talking about action that is presently ongoing. Look at these examples. I am studying now. I am studying now. I am studying now. We use am with I. Another sentence is I am eating now. The am in the first sentence is helping studying. Am is helping studying. Don't forget we said it that it is used to help other verbs. So am here is helping studying. And in the second sentence or second example, it is helping the word eating. It is an ongoing action. The next one is. Is, is. We use is with the third person singular in sentences. You remember, we've talked about the third person singular. Yes, we've talked about it as a tense. So, is used with the third person singular in sentences which are in the present continuous tense. The third person singular includes he, she, it, the girl, the boy, the man, the woman, and so on. Talking about third person singular. So we use is with the third person singular. These are examples. He is doing the work now. He is doing the work now. We said is used with the third person singular. So you can see he, she, it, the girl. So he is doing the work now. She is cooking the soup now. It is raining now. The girl is dancing now. The girl is doing what? The girl is dancing now. The last example, is she sleeping now? Is she sleeping now? Good. Then let's look at was. Was. We are still looking at examples of auxiliary verbs. It is the past tense of the word is. Was is the past tense of the word is, is. And am. What is it used for? It is used with first and third person singular. I was praying when he came in. I was praying when he came. What that means is that it's talking about an action that has happened in the past. I was praying when he came. He was driving when I saw him. The man was talking. She was dancing in the hall. Now, this is another example. Are. A-R-E. Are. Are is the plural form of the word is and am. Don't forget we said was is the past form of is and am. But are is the plural form of the word is and am. It is used with the word we and they. You cannot say I are, but you can say we are, or they are, or you are. It is the plural form of the word is and am. Let's see these examples. We are learning now. We are learning now. They are doing the work. The boys are playing football. Where? Where? This is the past tense of the word are. Where? W-E-R-E is the past tense of the word are. We were playing yesterday. We were playing yesterday. They were eating when I saw them. Were you learning at the time? We're talking about the past tense of the word are, which is were. Let's move on. Have. Have. Have is used with the word like we, you, they, and plural nouns in sentences involving past participle. Have is used with the word like we, you, they, and plural nouns in sentences involving past participle. The past tense of have is what? Had, H-A-D. The past tense of have is had. Look at the examples. I have gone home. Gone is expressed in the past participle. I have gone home. They have just arrived. Have you done the assignment? All the children have slept. All the children have slept. Now, has. H-A-S. Has. Has is used with the third person singular in sentences in the past participle. Has is used with the third person singular in sentences in the past, expressed in the past participle. And the past tense of has is had. Look at this example. She has swept the room. Mr. Moshood has bought a car. He has eaten the food. Yes, we use has with third person singular words. Does. D-O-E-S, does. Does is used with the third person singular in questions and negative sentences in the present tense. Does is used with the third person singular in questions and negative sentences in the present tense. Look at these examples. He does not go to school every day. Does she know my name? That is talking about questions and negative sentences in the present tense. Do. D-O. Do. We use do with I, you, we, they, and other plural nouns in questions and negative sentences. It is also used to give emphasis to main verbs. The past tense of do is did. D-I-D. Here are examples. I do not know his name. I do not know his name. Do they come here always? That's the question. Do they come here always? Do take care. Do take care. Activity time. If you've been listening attentively to the lesson, that is auxiliary verbs, then it is time for you to be evaluated. Fill in the gaps with am, is, ha, has, or have. Number 1, dash nobody speaking to the new boy. Dash nobody speaking to the new boy. 2, dash I sitting on your chair. 3, everybody dash singing the new song. 4, I dash not traveling tomorrow. 5, the women dash selling yams. 6, where dash the girls gone. 7, Chioma dash not yet finished her work. And 8, somebody dash taking my biro. You have 30 seconds to write only the answer, and your time starts now. Eyes on me. I am sure you've written the 8 answers and you're correct. So let's check. Wow. Look at the answers. Is anybody speaking to the new boy? Am I sitting on your chair? Everybody is singing the new song. I am not traveling tomorrow. The women are selling yams. Where have the girls gone? Chioma has not yet finished her work. Somebody has taken my biro. Did you get the hits correctly? Then, cheers to you. Your homework, you are to fill the gaps with am, is, ha, has, or have. Please copy and do your assignments. We have come to the end of the English Studies lesson for today. I believe you enjoy learning auxiliary verbs. Good. I did too. I want to hand you over to the mathematician, Okwagbaje, for the mathematics lesson. Well done, children. I love you all.